What's up, Benny D? It's 2023, the last day of it, right? So December 31st, we're going into the new year, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what my plans are for the new year from beginning to end, okay? Got a little bit of PG tips, shout out my Irish boys. So last year, just to recap, I went from no clue to what appointment setting was, how to run a business, all that type of stuff, to starting January 1st of last year as an appointment setter, like a DM setter. I'd send messages to people and help book calls and schedule calls for high ticket closers. I then mastered that, became a discovery caller, and then became a closer. I then scaled a business to now we're doing about $80,000, $85,000 a month we did in November, so last month. So we did I closed over $600,000 in sales last year. And I just call that the foundation building. So all of 2023 was literally just the foundation building. I got to be around really cool people. I met my millionaire mentor. I established a healthy workout routine, eating routine, relationship routine, and really just built the foundation that I can now build upon in 2024. So going out of ending 2023, I'm doing about $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Right, I would say, averaging $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Definitely not lower than $10,000 a month, which is awesome, which is really, really cool. Now, going into 2024, my goal is to do system building. Okay, so I want to build the systems that are going to pay me for years to come, because right now I'm doing $10,000 to $15,000 a month, but I'm working probably 40, 50 hours a week. If I stop working 50 hours a week, I still want to be making lots and lots of money. So this year is going to be building out the systems to pay me for years to come. Now, there's three different kind of niches that I want to go through on this video. Number one is health. Number two is wealth, which I always seem to gravitate towards, right? And number three is relationships, which is the one that I should spend the most time on, but I often don't. So starting with health, starting with wealth. No, so starting with health, my plan in 2024 is I've already started boxing, so I'm going to continue boxing. It's a great way for me to feel like I can beat up anybody that fucks with me, and I like that feeling. I like that feeling of knowing, like, okay, try me, bro. I'm also going to be running. Running has really helped me with my endurance, so I'll be doing 5Ks. I ran a sub 25K at the end of this year, I want to be able to do that at whim. Okay, my mentor can run a sub 25K pretty easily, and I want to be able to do that as well. So running is definitely going to be a part of my 2024. Definitely the weights. I like the feeling of being able to fight, being able to run very quickly, and being able to lift a hefty, respectable amount of weight. So for running, I want to be able to run a sub 25K. And for weights, I want to be able to bench 185 for 12 reps. So those are my 12 reps. So, and guys, I recommend going through this. Like, if you don't have a sheet of paper with some stuff on it, grab a sheet of paper with some stuff on it and go like, oh, I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do that. That's what I'm here for, okay? Like, this isn't just me journaling to myself. This is like, hopefully y'all are resonating with this and see how somebody who is hopefully in a position that you're looking to get to is breaking down their year and planning things out, and maybe you should, emulate that, because then you can do what the people who are doing what you want to do are doing, so that you can get to where you want to be. Cool. So weights, running, boxing. I put this under health, but I'm not sure where else to put it. I guess it would just be like extra activities, right? But music is great for my health. So I'll be going to the studio once a week, and I'll be releasing music, most likely one song a month, which is pretty cool because I haven't been releasing a lot of music. So music, get in the studio once a week, releasing a song once a month, maybe some music videos coming out, we'll see. And then the last one I just thought of is guns. I'm going to get my gun license so that I can have my license to carry, so that if anybody tries me and I don't have time to box, I can just pull out a 22 and pop them, right? So gun license is important, and also that's definitely for health. And also I want to go hunting, which is kind of crazy because I was vegan for 5 years. I'm pescatarian right now, and I don't like the idea. I don't believe I will ever eat meat again if I don't kill it myself. It just doesn't sit right with me. So even though I do eat fish, so I'm on that fine line of hypocritism. If I'm gonna eat a big mammal, I'm gonna need to kill it with my own, with a gun or a composite bow or something like that. So that's what really wraps it up for health for me. Oh, and just the diet of right now, pescatarian is working for me. I like to avoid as much dairy as possible. It just gives too much mucus. It makes me sick. Avoiding like sweets and stuff. I'm not really much of a sweet guy, so staying away from sweets. Nailing down like my mineral intake and all that. I got a distiller this year, so drinking clean water, eating good food, organic, lots of fruits, good amount of vegetables, and smooth proteins. Like I'll eat eggs, right, and maybe some fish every once in a while. For wealth, yes, my favorite. I want to get. Well, I'm already in this, so I'm going to continue investing. I have my favorite investment right now, which is called GG. It's from Pixel Vault. It's my favorite coin right now. I have a lot, and I'm going to just continue holding that and reaping the drip that I get from that. And I'm hoping GG goes to $1. And just doing some numbers, I've got 440,000 GG, which will be unlocking over the course of 2 years. And I am planning that is going to go to $1 by the end of 2024, and I'll have about 200,000 unlocked. So I plan to have $200,000 in savings / investments in 2024. In 2025, $200,000 that I just plan to have tucked away in 2025, and that is currently vesting, right? It's a vesting period, so it's locked up right now. I'm probably getting dripped. If GG is at about 20 cents right now, I'm getting probably like 400 a day. So y'all do the math on that. I think I'm getting like $80 a day or like $60 a day right now, which I can sell if I want to, but I'm gonna wait for the price to go up and sell that. I'll probably do $200,000 at the end of this year if all goes well, and if I'm lucky, it'll be higher. If worse, it's a little bit lower, and then I'll just continue holding and I'll slowly sell that out. But that, I have a plan of if I have 440,000 of that, I would like to hold it for at least $1, $2, $3, $4, and start talking about, okay, can we turn this into millions of dollars? And what's really funny is, how did I come into this money? I actually, when COVID hit in March 2020, I believe it was, I had $8,000 to my name from my waiter job. I invested into crypto. I had 2 years where I lived completely off of crypto. That money never ran out. I started my own business. I'm doing all this now, and that money is still in my investments. So that is hopefully going to turn into some sizable amounts that I can leverage later into the future. So that's one of my plans is investing. And if you guys aren't investing right now, I 100% recommend it. Let your money work for you. The US dollar is devaluing at about 7% every single year. So if you keep it in your bank account, you're getting 0.5 or 1% annual percentage yield. Your money's going down. Your money's not safe in the bank. So even if you put it on Coinbase.com and get USDC coin and get I think they do like 5 to 10% yield every single year, that is way better than leaving it in your bank account. I do not believe leaving money in a bank account is 5% annual percentage yield on the USD coin. That is way better than leaving it in a bank account. I believe a bank account gives you like 1%. It's terrible. And even 5%, your money is going down. So I would find assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, or maybe do some research on like Solana or some other coins and diversify your portfolio that will actually give you money at the end of the year instead of take money away from you at the end of the year. It's just keeping your money in a bank is not a safe store of value anymore. It's just not going to work. So I don't keep money in banks, guys. Crazy as it sounds, if you're still keeping money in banks, like my millionaire mentor, he's got no money in banks, guys. He's got millions of dollars in Bitcoin and other assets. So invest. Other than that, I'm obviously going to be scaling my business, right? So this year, like I said, I got to about $10,000 to $15,000 a month, and I'm working with my millionaire mentor, Ted Carr, and we got his business to about $85,000 a month. We did $85,000 last month. So the goal for this business is to scale it by the end of next year to about $250,000 to $1 million a month. And I can actually go through how we plan to do that by the end of the year. So we've got 2 packages right now. One is a program for people who are making over $10,000 a month. It's $25,000 a year to join. And if we get 40 people That's $1 million a year, yearly recurring revenue, and that's about $83,000 a month. So if we can get 40 people, which I'm positive that we can by the end of 2024 into this, then we'll be doing $83,000 a month from that alone, and that's monthly recurring. So we don't even have to do anything. We just have to continue working with them, and then to get to, because the goal is $250,000 to $1 million a month. So we also have a program that's $12,500, and it helps people make their first $10,000 a month online. So we're going to be selling, right now we're selling about 12 of those every single month. I believe with the content that we're leveraging, because we haven't really not been using our content properly, that we can sell 20 people, which is almost doubling, and I believe we can sell way more than that, but just being modest, I believe we could be selling 20 people every single month at $12,500, which is $250,000 a month, which is also $3 million a year. So at $250,000 a month plus $83,000, that is 6, 7, 8, that's $333,000 a month. Wow, is it really? Wow. Freaking angel numbers, right? So that's $333,000 a month, and that's just with those two pieces right there. We also have a low ticket community that's currently bringing in about $6,000 per month. We'll probably scale that to, I did the numbers earlier today. The goal is to scale that to at least the goal is to scale it to 25,000. That's our plan, but when I ran the numbers, it's looking more of like 15 to 20,000. But if we can scale that, then we're looking at, $350,000 a month, which is it's over our bottom line if we want to get to at least $250,000 a month, and it's definitely way under the $1 million a month. That's like best case scenario. 250 is like worst case scenario. The 1 million is like best case scenario, and then so right in the middle is like $333,000 a month. Totally see that happening. And again, like this is system building. Most of this money is monthly recurring revenue. $83,000 a month is monthly recurring revenue, so we don't have to go out and find more people. It's just people who are already in our system continuing to pay us. The contentpreneurs, if we're doing $12,000, $25,000 a month with the low ticket, that's another. So that together is about $100,000 a month monthly recurring revenue. I mean, that's pretty exciting, right? If you're doing $100,000 a month monthly recurring revenue, then the question is, okay, well, how much am I getting paid out of that? Because that's important, right? The business is doing $100,000 a month. I'm getting paid right now 25%. So if I'm getting paid 25%, that is $25,000 a month just there. But I'm going to take out of this $333,000 a month and just round it to $350,000 a month. What is 25% of $350,000 a month? So that's $87,000 a month, $87,500 a month. But what I also need to do is I need to pay out my team. So I pay out 7.5% to the DM setters, I pay out 2.5% to the discovery callers, and I pay out another 10% to the closers. So by the end of this year, I am planning on obtaining another 5%. So I'll actually be at 30%. But even playing devil's advocate, if I stay at 25% for my business, my agency is helping Ted scale, right? At 25% of 333,000, that's 87,500. If I am doing that and paying out my team, and I'm not even taking sales calls, I'm literally just taking 5% for managing everybody. What is 5% of 87,500? Oh, I'm sorry. What is 5% of $333,000? So even if I'm not running anything and I'm just managing the team, I'm making $16,650 a month straight off of that. And then what we can also add in is my contentpreneur stake, which is 25%. So if I'm doing 25% of that and we say we scale it to $25,000, what's 25% of $25,000? That's another $6,000 a month. So what's 16,650 plus 6,000? So by the end of this year, I'm poised to make $22,650 a month without trading my time for money. I'm actually trading my value, right? So I have people running the entire sales system. I am just overseeing it, continuing to train them, trading maybe 2 hours of my time every single week, though I know I'll be doing much more because I love it. But the systems that my time that I'm trading is trading the time to build more systems, not trading my time for money. So I think that's a very important thing to hit on, is I'm not trading time for money. I'm not looking for ways that I can, if I put in this amount of time, I can get this amount of money. I'm looking into, okay, if I put in this amount of time, I can correctly use this time to build a system that will now pay me forever. So now, if I play this correctly, I can be doing base minimum $22,650 a month for the rest of my life. Base. And then I've still got all my time. So now I'm doing, what's 23,000 times 12? What's 23,000 times 12? So now I'm doing $276,000 a year, which means I can pay all of my bills and then some, right? And I can focus on whatever I want to do next or continue scaling this business, and I'm properly fed. So right now, I'm not making the amount of money that I want right now, but I'm not only extremely grateful for my position, I am extremely excited for the position that I'm in, even though I'm not making the money that I want, because I can see the future and the steps that I need to take to get to that position. So most people will get, and I am a victim of this myself, and not to say victim, that's a bad one. I do this myself sometimes. I go, I deserve to be doing this. I deserve to be making X amount of money. I deserve to be making X. Well, then I go, well, if I deserved it, why don't I have it? Because I don't have that value yet. So instead of getting angry that I don't get paid the amount of money that I believe I should get, I say, well, how much money do I think that I deserve? Okay, well, how do we make that happen? And what do we need to do? So that's what I've done right here is, I want to be doing at least $30,000 a month by the end of this year. Okay? The way that I just done all of this math, I should be doing 23,000 of that for not trading my time for money. Okay? So now if I start trading a little bit of my time for money, I can go from $23,000 to $40,000 a month, which is very exciting. So their ability is right there. I can do it. I'm very excited for that. And that's just with this business right now. Is what's really cool is that you can scale multiple agencies and then collect from multiple agencies. Right now I'm working solely with Ted because Ted is my millionaire mentor. He's completely changed my life. I'm so grateful for this guy. I'm so grateful. He's probably my best friend, right? So I'm going to stick with him as long as he'll have me. And by building out this business and seeing where it goes, I can not only help so many people, but I can learn so much, okay? Because I'm 26. He's 33. So my goal is, if I follow him correctly, I can make as much money as he's making even sooner than it took him to make it, because I can learn from all the mistakes he's made and do it better, which is what he's teaching me, and I'm so grateful for it. So now that we've gone through that, building the systems, I'm also going to be learning. Guys, I'm going to be watching YouTube videos, Myron Golden. I'm going to be watching Alex Hormozi. I'm going to be watching other people and how they create and how they do content, because I'm going to be making a ton of content, lots of YouTube videos. Hamza, right? Iman Gadzi. I'm going to be watching Instagram, posting a lot of Instagram content, a lot of TikTok content, a lot of YouTube content, maybe some Facebook, probably not LinkedIn, maybe a little bit of X. I'm going to be doing a lot more content to show you guys the journey. Not only to have this as proof when I do everything that I say that I'm going to do, but also because it's freaking fun, right? This is a great way for me to get my thoughts out. So that's the wealth sector right there. And honestly, we often get so focused on the how and all the math, but I know that if my heart is in the right place, then my head will be in the right place, then my hands will be in the right place, and then the how will be revealed to me. So that's what brings me to relationships. Now, I am not good at relationships. I have not been good at relationships in the past. I've gotten so much better. When I started out on my journey, especially at 18, I thought that I was going to be a musician. I was going to sell my soul to the music industry. I was going to do a bunch of drugs, and I was going to die like Juice WRLD. Like that was my plan. That was seriously my plan. And I was going to make a lot of money and give it to my family and be like, there you go. But so you can see where my foundation was not built strongly. So when I fell in love 5 years ago, I was very confused. Let's just say I was very confused. So I had to break down all of that unhealthy habits and patterns and thought processes, and then rebuild and I'm currently built the foundation, and now I'm able to build upon this foundation. So this year I'm going to focus on family, and most of that is focused on the woman that I plan to marry, my girlfriend Felicity. We just celebrated our 5th anniversary, so I'm going to make sure that I'm buying her flowers often this year. I am going to be making time for her, because I usually make time for business and I don't often make time for her. So making time for her and the dog. We just got a beautiful fluffy Frenchie, so walking him around the block, kicking it with them, going for walks, enjoying that. I also am big into saving. As you can tell, I'm big into investing, because I know that if I don't spend my money now and invest it properly, then it has the ability to give me a huge return on investment. I also understand that I could die tomorrow and all of that money means nothing. Money is just a tool. So I did something a bit outside of my comfort zone at the end of this year, and I bought a trip to Greece for my girlfriend and I in August next year, because she wrote me a note that said I want to be in Greece for my 24th birthday, and her 24th birthday is August 24th. So I bought an all expenses paid trip to Greece. I spent about $10,000 on it. So probably that's the most money I've ever spent on a trip before. We're going to go to Athens first, then we're going to take one of those jet things over to Santorini. Shout out Rick Ross. Got a beautiful Airbnb at Athens, beautiful Airbnb at Santorini. Then we're going to go to Milos. So it's going to be history, because I'm so deep on that philosophy. Then we're going to do just luxury, because everybody's in Santorini, right? Then we're going to do Milos, because it's nature. I want to get involved with Mother Nature. So very expensive trip, but also going to be really good for our relationship. And it's an action that I took that showed that she's way more important to me than just amassing loads of money. I actually want to use this money to create a family and a loving atmosphere, so that I can someday raise children and then raise them in a healthy environment. So this is very important that we build our relationship. So taking her to Greece is really, really cool. Also gifts, figuring out I'm not a good gift giver. My brain doesn't think like that. My love language is words of affirmation, and I don't know, physical touch for sure. It's definitely not gift giving. It's like the gift giving is the bottom of me. I couldn't give two toots about a gift, right? But she loves gifts. So I need to get into that thought process that's not natural to me and start giving more gifts. Definitely date nights, taking her out. She likes to get sexy. I like to get sexy. We get fly together. Airbnb trips. I'm going to be doing a lot more Airbnb trips. We just did this December. We went to Vermont, and that was awesome. We just took a trip up, went hiking, got a nice little spot. There was a hot tub there. Hopped in the hot tub. I smoked a cigar. She had her weed. It was great. It was awesome. So more of those. Going to the gym together is a great way to get your relationship on point. So focusing on family, focusing on my health, and I know the wealth will come, and when it's the wealth, it's just building out the systems. And that's really what I'm going to be doing. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing in 2024, so that by the end of 2024, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life, and I'm in the best shape of my life right now, which is awesome. So I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I'm looking to take that to another level. So I'll be in the best shape of my life at the end of 2024. I'll be shredded, because I'm not shredded right now, and I want to be like shredded. I'll have the most money I've ever had, which is going to be exciting, because I've had a good amount of money before, and I'd like to get back to that. I'm going to have the most solid relationship I've ever had, and I'm going to have a system built out that is going to pay me, that is going to put me in the top 1% for years to come without having to trade any of my time for money. I've just built out the systems that'll pay me like that. So if you guys think this was helpful, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment. If you watched all the way through, comment pancake so I know that you actually watched it, and then I'll actually do whatever I can to help you. If you want to hit me up on IG, I'll jump on a free call with you. I won't try and sell you anything. I just will help you get your ideas out. We can just text on IG. I'm down to help people. Like, this is why I create this content. It's not to flex. It's not to do it. It's like my goal is to help people. So if you think that it would be helpful to chat with me, hit me up. I'll chat with you. I'll do my best. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.